Well, here we go on part 2 of the Hassayampa River Visitor Center. And like I said, this is an amazing place. This is only, I don't know, maybe 6 miles from our house, maybe 7. But this was all donated to the Nature Conservancy by the previous owner, who didn't want to see it all chopped up and destroyed with an Arby's or a Walmart sitting in the middle of it. So he donated all this land, and we all get to enjoy it. And this is what it looks like in an area where there's actually water in Arizona. If there was water here, my friends, this would not be a desert. Not by any means. There's only water in a few select places, so. Well, Tammy's getting way up ahead of me. I'm gonna go catch her. Alrighty, right here we have another junction in the trails and some more information and another view of the lake here. Showing the little depth gauges and stuff. After a monsoon, this thing can be over 10 feet deep and going over the top of these trails. And we're going to stay on the Palm Lake Loop, I do believe here. Here's a backside of the lake at the trail junction. More dragonflies. Just beautiful. And yeah, it's fall in Arizona. We do have leaves that fall. Just beautiful. Okay, off down the trail we go. This is important in Arizona. We have a lot of fires here, folks, and for this area to burn, it takes a while for it to recover. It recovers remarkably fast. This has burned a couple times in the 20 plus years that I know of it, I do believe. For parts of it, there's been fires. We're looking at velvet mesquite here. Yeah, it's the dominant mesquite tree in this area. But boy, it's good for cooking. And we got willows in here. Lots of other stuff, and leaves are falling a little bit here because it's getting on to fall in Arizona. So we're going to work our way up this trail. I hope you folks are enjoying this. We're not just into nugget hunting, you know. We got the fever to get out in nature and look around. And I don't know how many of you will ever actually get to walk this trail or see this part of Arizona. So we're going to do our best to show this. Like I said, it's a riparian wetland, and we're going to give you a good show of it here. Sorry about the highway noise, but it's just, believe it or not, all this beauty's right next to the highway. Alrighty, here we go up the trail. We're still moving down the lake loop trail here. There's a lot to see if you want to stop with binoculars and look at the various birds that live down here. So like I said, this is its own little environment down in here because these type of areas are so rare in our state. Kind of a desert oasis. Yeah, we got lizards, and there's a lizard creeping through the brush there.
I love those little things. They're so cute.
We're going to work our way around this trail and give you a look at some of the other trails. Just a fascinating place. We're going to hang a left here and go down the Willow Walkway Trail. Now I want to remind you guys of something. This is all around the Hassayampa River. Okay, and the meaning of the term Hassayampa River, I believe it was Indian, but this river flows underground all year round. I mean, many places you can dig down 30 to 50 feet and find water. And as far as gold goes, yeah, there's gold down in the bottom of that river, but you can't get to it. And there's so many treasure tales of safes and stuff that have washed down in floods, like we showed in the museum tour. The thing is right here, the reason we have water is because the bedrock's shallow here. And by shallow, I mean probably 3 to 4 feet in many places, maybe a little deeper. But that forces all that water to back up and flow across the top of the bedrock. And as it does that, it supplies a water source and a whole habitat for animals you're just not going to find anywhere else in Arizona. Except maybe another place just like this. The thing is, my friends, there may not be another place just like this. Each one of these environments is its own little world based on where it is and what wildlife and plants grow in that area. As I said, we're on the Willow Trail right now. I just had to put in that little bit of history. I'm going to catch up with Tammy. One of these huge cottonwood trees. You can see pieces of them laying around because, as we all know, cottonwood's kind of a messy tree. They fall down a lot. But that gives another whole little environment for ground critters to live in. So anyway, she's in a clearing of some sort up there. I'm going to catch up. This is cattail, believe it or not, growing over there. It doesn't have the tops on it yet. Or it did and they're already gone to seed. I really don't know. I don't come in here year round on and off, so I don't know what time they seed here in Arizona. But those things are over 10 feet tall, some of them. It's huge. Huge. And there's Tammy down here on the bench, and once again I'm going to pan up at how big that cottonwood tree in the distance is. Things grow big down here. They really do. And even got some mushrooms, fungus on a tree here. I imagine right times of year there would be mushrooms in this area, but of course it's a nature preserve, so there's no picking of anything in here. I'm going to go have a seat for a minute. The big cottonwoods here are called Fremont cottonwoods. That's the species. And here we have a willow, and real similar to a black willow. You can see a big one over there. Real big one, and a bunch of them up that way. And these are all called Gooding willows, is the species. Or the common name for the species, I should say. And Tammy's getting away from me again, so I'm going to go catch her. This is, we're winding back up toward the lake trail on this willow trail right now. And enjoying the shade. Just a beautiful area. When this stuff falls in here, like most nature centers, unless it's on the trail itself, they leave it as it falls. And I mean, how else are you going to get a real accurate idea of what this would look like naturally if you don't leave it natural? So I'm impressed with their efforts here. This is a wonderful area. I've lived here a long time and just never actually stopped to go through here. Tammy talked me into it yesterday, and I figured, well, if I'm going to go through it, I might as well drag you folks along with us. And we're coming up to the end of the Willow Trail now, and we'll take another trail from this one. And like I said, there's over 3 miles. I think about 3 miles of area to walk around in here and look. So this is part 2, and right now, Nugget shooter out.